Welcome back, everyone. Ready? Take two. Welcome back to Sin City Crypto Live. I'm one of your co-hosts, David, and we are coming at you from our studio here in Las Vegas, Nevada, with our daily live show. Before we get into the content, quick disclaimer: nothing that we say on this channel should be taken as financial advice. So please do your own research. With that being said, please meet your other co-host, Big Rob. What's up?
Hola! Welcome back to Sin City Crypto. If you're watching after the fact, this is a normal show. If you're watching earlier when the live stream went down, my bad. But no, in all seriousness, we're just gonna do a really quick intro here. Blake first in the second chat, so welcome back, Blake. And then Crypto Fanatic. I think he's new. I haven't seen him before. Have you seen Crypto Fanatic?
He's new.
So Crypto Fanatic, hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. And then the roll call is pretty short here, so we got Crypto Whelp and Liquidated Shorts. So hopefully everyone will trickle back in. Anyways, we do have high-speed internet getting put in, but
not fast enough.
Yeah, you have Clark County, which is the agency or the governing body here in Las Vegas. You got to do building permits and things like that to put in the fiber optics. Also, we got Leo in here. Is Leo's new?
I haven't seen Leo.
So Leo, hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. And then Fino up in here while you're loud gang, and Brian Hamilton. Also a lot
of new people.
Yeah, Brian.
Maybe we should
as well.
Maybe the stream should go down more often.
Yeah. Hey, I was telling David, I was like, the last time the stream went down, maybe YouTube was like, yeah, what's going on with these guys? They just launched a channel and they filled up hella quick, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, jumping right into it. Where are we at on crypto? I know I quickly briefed on it on our last temporary stream. Bitcoin sitting at $23,412.18. Just taking a look at the 7-day chart to see what's really been happening lately. 1 week ago at 21,000, we got as high as 24,000 on Wednesday. Over the weekend. And then now today on Wednesday, we are at 23,000. So it looks like, at least for now, the support zone here is 22.5, it looks like, or 22.6. So starting to make higher highs and higher lows on the short term. If you were to take a look here, this is like the 1 month. So you can see here, higher highs, higher lows. So trending in the right direction when it comes to Bitcoin. Let's not forget how we got here. So even though we're making higher highs and higher lows on the monthly chart, taking a look here, this is where we came in at 50. We were at 56,000, kind of at the height of the market at this November last year, and then we've just been trending lower and lower. We do expect a long-term bear market, and so when are we going to get this big reversal? Was this the bottom? Nobody exactly knows, but you can pretty much rest assured that you're going to be in the bear market for a while, right? I think so. I think at least, best case scenario, November would be the earliest you could get out of a bear market, right? And even then, that's like extreme hopium and being very optimistic. So you have at least September, October, November, 3 more months at minimum. But realistically, bear markets probably, if you're going to look at history, is going to stretch out until
we're already technically 8 months in.
Yeah, we're going to stretch out at least another year, a year and a half. 2024 is going to be the start of, if you were to say the 4-year cycles,
right,
would be the start of the parabolic next bull cycle.
But with the ETH merge coming,
the halving is in 2023, right?
24.
Is it 2024? Okay. But usually the run up for the halving comes earlier and earlier. So there you go. Also, we got a couple new people. Terrence Jackson. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Taking a look at the
broader... there's one more.
Who else?
R-Dubs.
R-Dubs. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
He says he loves you from around the blockchain.
You know,
First time during tuning into the stream.
oh no, nice.
We
Awesome.
have one of the best. We're small, but we're loud.
We also have one of the best like signs. How you doing? So make sure you like the video because. Anyways, so welcome to the club, man. We like to have fun here. We're a little bit more lax than most other channels. We will cover charts, give you professional insight, and discuss things in depth. But we will also give you our personal thoughts on all things weather. Apparently, David loves talking about the weather here in Vegas. And I will also tell you random stories of my past and childhood, which have no relevance to crypto. But now, the Fear and Greed Index, sitting at 34. So, what are you laughing about, David?
You're funny.
All right, so the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, we are a little bit more at ease. Yesterday at 31. We like to look, if you're new here, we like to keep an eye on the Crypto Fear and Greed Index because it is historically tracked great times to turn dollar cost average on and off. And so if you were to strictly trade on in these two polar opposite sides, extreme fear, you buy, extreme greed, you sell. You're pretty much gonna be a straight trading genius. And so it's that simple. And you know, I like to take a moment to say, you know what? You can watch some other people's TA. You can watch some other chart people, and they got all these different lines and all these different triangles. You know what?
I do lines and triangles, bro.
Sometimes, and I'm not saying
you're literally your co-host does lines and triangles.
No,
what are you
I'm
trying
saying,
to say?
I'm just saying where you look at somebody's like TA and they got their charts pulled up and it looks like a dream catcher. You're like, what the hell is going on here?
Yes.
And you know,
too many lines is not good.
Yeah, I'm just saying that like if it looks like a spider web, it's out of control. And so, or it looks like you pulled a hair out of the bottom of your bathtub drain. Oh, that. So, anyways, where I'm getting at here is sometimes you just got to keep it simple. You know, what's the overall trend? What's the overall market doing? Where's the 4-year cycle? You know, are we in a falling wedge that typically breaks to the upside? Is the RSI oversold? It's sometimes you just gotta stop looking at the overcomplicated things because people are just trying to
Kiss, Robin, kiss.
Kiss.
Keep it simple, stupid. It's an acronym.
Yeah, we're two dudes in a small ass studio. Don't be telling me
three
kiss, bro.
dudes in a small studio.
Okay, then even more the point. Don't be telling me. Come on, man. Different acronym. How about
Yes, that's literally like a big one. Keep
That's
it
a
simple,
weird one, man.
Keep it simple, stupid. Everyone uses it. Now, if you want to take it a different way, that's up to you.
I don't
bro.
use it. Stop it. Also, we got Stefan Sumat.
The moot.
Samut.
SS.
Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
The SS Stefan.
And then, anyways,
You know, speaking of TA,
what's up?
I would like to do some TA.
Go ahead.
No spider webs, though, okay? Just a
No
couple
spider,
lines.
dream catcher?
No drain catchers.
Clogged up drain?
No drains.
Okay.
Just regular tea. Rocco. So I want to revisit this Matic chart. We talked about this yesterday. And if you guys remember, Rocco, you take our faces. Thank you. You're a good man. So this is the Polygon Matic 1 hour chart. Okay. We had this trend line drawn here. This is from July 31st. We had broken above and we had gotten resistance here at 90 cents, which has been a key level for quite some time. Once, twice, broke above it, came, settled in, broke below it again. So 90 cents is a very key level. We wanted to see a retest and bounce off this trend line, which we did, move up, break this resistance level, and then come back and test again, which is literally exactly what we are doing right now. And you're seeing consolidation at a very key level at 90 cents. Looking at the price action, the candles, everything that's going on with Polygon Matic, my bet is we touch this one more time and we break to the upside. The next level I'll be looking at, I like to go to Crypto Stackers Pro. As you can see, price action since July 17th, we've been channeling in between this 1x and 2x short level, which is right between 75 cents and right at $1. Now, the next level I'll be looking at is the 3x short level, which is $1.28. Sorry, $1.12. $1.12. So if you bought Matic at this 1x short level, 75 cents, even 80 cents, or even now at 90 cents, If you are looking to swing trade or scalp profits, I would be putting sell orders in right under $1.12, maybe $1.09, $1.10. Of course, none of this is financial advice, but from price action, everything we've seen, it is playing out just like we expected it to. Now, any type of news can come out and it can scare the markets and it can go the complete opposite way, but obviously we're not in control of that. Second thing I want to look at is Solana. I think Solana is about to have a big dump. Now, this is the daily chart on Solana. Massive bear flag. Massive.
Now, are you saying going to have a big dump because of the impending news of the hack or just straight off of charts?
Just straight off of charts. Obviously, external factors like the hack could speed that process up. Instead of maybe getting another leg up to the top part of this channel, we just blow straight down. And the way you measure the move is you just take the width of the channel here, which is 25%. And then you go from the bottom of this one, 25%. I would expect a $29 Solana within the next 2 weeks. So obviously with the hack going on, me personally, I have a Phantom wallet. I had Solana in there. I had about $1,000 worth of Solana. And when the news first came out about the hack, and we'll kind of go over more in detail here in a little bit, of people who weren't even logged on or didn't give permission for the wallet to go on a certain DApp or whatever, they were getting drained. So I took all my money out of there. Solana at this very moment cannot be trusted. Okay. It cannot be trusted. And price action, I got out of my Solana. I sold it for, I believe, like an 8 or 9% loss. I'd rather take that than hold on to it, especially with what's going on with the price action. So proceed with caution, my friends. Proceed with caution. All right, that's all I got for TA until we get to the traditional market. Robin, go ahead.
All right, now, who was it? Strictly Sports. Was it Strictly Sports? No, Big D says Solana. Okay, now it was found that a wallet had bad programming. Do me a favor. Put a link or type in the Google website search or something like that. Just let me know where you found that info so we can pull it up, because we were looking for the source of
top to bottom for like an hour this morning. It was all speculation and rumors and opinions. So
yeah. So anyways, yeah, if you have a corresponding article, we'd like to pull it up. Now, taking a look at the broader market, legacy finance, where we're at on Wall Street, Nasdaq up 2.71%. So big rally in Wall Street, particularly in the Nasdaq, which follows more tech-driven stocks, which are more or less correlated to Bitcoin as of lately. So we like to take a look at what the Nasdaq's doing to get in anticipation of where Bitcoin is going. And also, we got some inflation numbers in, not for the U.S., however, for Turkey. And we're not talking about Thanksgiving. We are talking about the nation state. Turkey rises nearly 80%.
Christ.
Annual inflation in Turkey soared to nearly 80% in July. Official data showed on Wednesday, with skyrocketing food, housing, and energy pricing hitting consumers hard. The Turkish Statistical Institute said consumer prices rose by 79.6% from a year earlier. Now, this is only up 1% from last month.
Month over month.
Yeah, so last month was 78, and this month's 79.
You ready for this?
And then lastly, Turkey's central bank slashed interest rates by 5% since September to 14%. So their central bank interest rate is 14%. Now, this has been sinking the currency. So remember, there is more factors than add a plus sign here and you get a negative on the equal side. Basically, what I'm saying is that people just simply associate that you raise interest rate and it tackles inflation. You have a monetary system that has millions, if not billions, of factors. If you take into account transactions, commodities, you have GDP, trade, you have money and supply. There's so many factors. And so just the general idea that you raise interest rates and it's going to all of a sudden just bring down inflation, at its root cause, inflation is due to the money supply increasing. And so,
but it's made worse by external factors like supply chain, this and
that. And when I say at the base root cause, I mean, yes, that's it. But there's so many factors. And you know what? If you wanted to truly remove inflation, you would remove the money supply, you would shorten the money supply. But even something that simple does not work because the intricacies of a nation state's currency is mind-boggling, and not even the most savvy economists can truly understand which factors you can adjust or tweak to, improve the overall network. So,
sorry, I was just reading the Steph tagged us on Twitter on this Solana thing.
Cool.
But here's what's going to happen. Ready? We're going to cue the White House coming out and saying our inflation is high, but not as high as Turkey. So just like they did with gasoline. Did you see that, by the way, the White House statement? Americans are saving $30 a month since its peak.
What? Okay, you know what? I know what they're talking about. So okay, so right now politicians are vying for re-election when it comes to seats in Congress, and even if you're not up for re-election, you do understand that you lose your voting power if you lose your party's share of the seats. So basically, right now the Democrats control majority of the seats in Congress, and in doing so, they can basically pass with majority as long as the entire party agrees. They can pass anything they want. And so even if you're not up for re-election, which most people are, you stand to gain by keeping your party in power. And so everything that's negative is bad for re-election. And so every chance the government has to pat themselves on the back and make it seem like they're doing a good job, they're going to do so. And so we're seeing all of these, crap numbers, fantasy, basically just cherry picking little individual statistics to make themselves look better. And so you've had right now is that the savings account for the average American has shot up. So the checking account, the balance that are in people's checking accounts has went up. But here's the thing. First of all, you have two factors. One being that we still are on a forbearance when it comes to student loans. So student loans aren't getting repaid. So right now, if you were to just take all the student loans, none of these payments are leaving people's checking accounts.
Some people's mortgages as well.
And you still have a the eviction moratorium is still in effect. So if you haven't paid your mortgage since 2020 and the landlord's trying to evict you, you still have leeway and you still can just survive without paying mortgage. Such,
to your point, making everything sound better than it is. Did you watch that video I sent you where Biden was up there with the CEO of Bank of America, CEO of Marriott? He brought these people on to talk about the state of the economy. You know what the Bank of America CEO said? He said the economy's looking good. One of the points he made was people are spending more money.
Just because everything costs more money.
Exactly. Exactly. This is why I do not trust politicians. So that is why when we had this CBDC debate, I'm just like, yeah, I get it.
Okay, but here's the thing. If you're paying more for rent and you're paying more for gasoline and you're paying more for electronics and you're paying more for food, obviously you're spending more money. And so at face value, when you look at the amount of money that a company is bringing in, sure. But you know what? Companies are also paying out more money. And companies are also paying more for their goods. So from top to bottom, perhaps a company is, generating more revenue, but their cost basis is a lot higher as well. And the same thing can be said for an average American that is paying more money. Now, where the differences come in is that if you are spending more money on X, Y, and Z, maybe you're not buying Z anymore. Maybe you're just spending more money on X and Y, and the Z is companies that aren't quite as important. Maybe subscription-based services.
People are cutting back. Alphabet phobic.
You don't like my alphabets?
I'm saying you say people aren't buying Z. What's wrong with Z? What are you trying to say?
I don't know, man. I always see Z spray painted on those Russian vehicles.
Racist.
Man. Now that's all I got.
You know what? Let me. I want to show a NASDAQ chart. Okay, pull up my laptop right. This is a 4-hour chart on the NASDAQ index. Okay. So we saw this move, right? A descending wedge. And again, you measure the width, 9%, about 8 to 9%. Okay. Then when we broke out, guess what? We rose about 8, 9%. To the downside, about 25%. Now let's measure this move we're currently in right now. Same scenario, descending wedge, about 10.5%. Where are we at on the break? We're a little overextended, right? 11.8%. If we take the same percentage move to the downside, which was about 23% from here, you're looking at a sub $10,000 NASDAQ. I know it sounds crazy, but I want you to also look at the stochastics. This has been oversold since the end of July. And we've been here for a little over a week, 8, 9 days. So just technicals, right? Just TA. We should see a big dump in the NASDAQ here shortly. So something interesting I found out. Anyways, we are done with our Market Watch segment of our show. We are now moving on to our hot take.
It's hot.
All right. So this is part of our thumbnail and part of our title. So pull up my laptop. Microstrategy holds the course on Bitcoin despite change in leadership. Michael Saylor is stepping down as CEO of Microstrategy on August 8th, so in 5 days, but the firm says its outlook on Bitcoin will not change. The software company revealed impairment charges relating to Bitcoin of almost $1 billion for Q2 of this year, following losses of $500 million in Q1 of this year. Incoming CEO Phong Lei said the firm's plans to hold Bitcoin long-term will not change. Saylor will continue to chair the firm's investment committee while also increasing his advocacy efforts for Bitcoin. Sounds like what Jack Dorsey did with Twitter. Stepped down as CEO to focus on crypto and Bitcoin, but still kind of active in Twitter negotiations when they were looking to get bought out by Elon Musk. So my hot take question is this. Is this long-term good or bad for crypto, for Bitcoin? Robin, please share your thoughts.
Well, let's also just kind of digest what's actually happening. So Michael Saylor's not leaving his own company. He's stepping down from the role of CEO. And per his quote here's pulling my laptop. So as executive chairman, I will be able to focus more on Bitcoin acquisition strategy and related to Bitcoin advocacy and while so what was the gentleman's name? Mr. Phong, I think it's
Phong Lei.
Phong Lei.
Phong Lei.
So Phong Lei will be the new CEO. So just to put in perspective where they're at the end of Q2, MicroStrategy was carrying 129,000 Bitcoin, which is sitting at $1.98 billion. And let's also see the original cost basis and market value of MicroStrategy's Bitcoin were 3.977 billion and 2.451 billion respectively, which the average cost for them was $30,000. So obviously with Bitcoin being where it is, they're at a loss. So a lot of people are basically drawing the conclusion that like, hey, he's stepping down because he swung and missed with this Bitcoin thing. However, they're not changing, as you mentioned, they're not changing course. They're not moving away from Bitcoin. Now you did also have, we also have the MicroStrategy stock big rally, so up significantly since this news.
What does that say? Does that say the investors are happy he's gone as a CEO?
No, I think it's just I think it's an overreaction. So you have this big. I mean, if you look at the 5-day, if you look here, this was on his news. So obviously, MicroStrategy stock was slowly trending upward in the same, with correlation to Bitcoin. And then with his departure, you had a big surplus on the price here, up over 10%, almost 15%. Anyways, so a couple things to take away from this. One, Michael Saylor's not going anywhere. He's still with MicroStrategy. Supposedly, it's for him to focus more on Bitcoin, to focus more on the acquisition of Bitcoin. And don't forget, he is also on the Bitcoin Mining Council, and he is obviously a very busy man, because every time I tune onto somebody's YouTube channel or even on CNN or, you know, just any kind of finance, gold talk, wherever it is, you'll see Michael Saylor pop up in there. And so obviously he's pulled in many directions. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is 100% legitimacy to this. I don't think that the company's reversing course or plans on it, especially with him still at the helm. You know, basically he's the chief executive. I think, I don't know the exact
role.
Yeah,
he's going to be a board. He's going to have a seat on the board.
Well, they created a new role for him.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay. Almost missed.
So he's an executive chairman.
Okay.
So he's the executive chairman there in MicroStrategy. So, anyways,
is this good or bad?
Couple things. I don't think it's good or bad. Honestly, I think we're still the course. MicroStrategy is not going to buy more Bitcoin, more than they had already planned. They're not going to sell their Bitcoin position. And Michael Saylor is still going to go on everybody's channel and just, you know, shake the pom-poms and be like, yo, Bitcoin's the greatest thing ever. It's monetary energy. It moves at the speed of light. You know, all of the normal Michael Saylor talk. That's still going to be here. And so I don't see anything changing. I mean, honestly, he's still going to be on the Bitcoin Mining Council, right? He's going to be an outspoken advocate, and he's and I'm sure he hasn't changed his stance when it comes to altcoins being securities. I just see no drastic impact from this. Now, if he would have said, you know, if it would have been, hey, we are going to diversify our position, we don't want to be 100% all in on Bitcoin, or if I'm leaving the company entirely, I've been removed from my position, I've been voted out, or whatever it is, those are completely different. But let's just take this at face value. Michael Saylor stepped down from being the top dog CEO to, hey, I'm just gonna take a little breather. I'm still here though.
You know, I agree. Literally nothing changes. Decisions still go through him. He still has say in what the company does. It's just he's not involved in the day-to-day running the business of MicroStrategy. Now, is that a good thing? I don't know. The guy's rhetoric lately has me a little concerned. I feel like he devalues the importance and the interconnectedness that altcoins have with Bitcoin. I mean, just look at market cycles. Bear market, money flows into Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up, people take profit, and where does that money go? Into altcoins. Altcoins go up, people take profit. Where does that money go? Back into Bitcoin. So they're all interconnected. So for him to continue to go out and say, and be such a toxic Bitcoin maximalist and just shit on the rest of the cryptocurrency market, like, come on, man. Like, you go out and you're saying Ethereum is unethical. You're crapping on solid projects like Cardano that are trying to essentially change the world, change people's lives. You look at a country like Africa or a continent like Africa, what they're trying to do there, that will literally change people's lives. Bitcoin isn't doing that right now. So I get it, right? I get it. It's the safest asset. It's the most decentralized, yes. But for him to continue to poop on the rest of the market, I don't think is right. So I think this is kind of bad, honestly. Imagine someone who's like, you ever have an in-law that retires? They got more time now, so they call you more, they text you more, they have more input into your life decisions.
You're saying we're going to get more Michael Saylor, and that's not good?
Of course. Think about it, Rob. If he's not in the day-to-day as CEO of MicroStrategy, he's just a board member.
Okay, even though he pushes against altcoins, let's be real, man. You gotta tell me the first time you watched the Michael Saylor interview, you weren't kind of like, wow, this guy's like making some really good points. He has a very fresh perspective, and he relates legacy finance, and he intertwines it with the monetary system we have now and its failures, and he does a very good job at promoting Bitcoin and highlighting all of its positivities,
and also shitting on everything else.
And he shits on mostly the monetary. You know what?
Bro, he shit on Ethereum.
Okay. No, but
He
here's
shit on Ethereum.
okay. In one interview, he had one answer to one question, and the dude has literally been rambling like a lawnmower out of control for the last year and a half. And he's literally answered one question on Altcoins Daily channel about
Because no one
Ethereum.
asked him about it. And so they were smart enough to ask him.
Lex Friedman asked him about it, and he kind of gave a really short answer. He was like, well, there are a lot of securities out there, and he kind of left it at that. But so the amount of good content, the amount of positive content, the amount of people he is reeled into our space. And when I say the people he reeled into our space, he brought in the players. He is supposedly the man that got Elon Musk to buy his
and then dump on the market. Good job, Elon.
It doesn't matter. He's bringing you can't expect to you can't go and convince somebody to go and buy Bitcoin. I'm just saying, like in my own personal life, and I'm like, hey man, somebody's like comes up to me, like not financial advice for anybody we're watching, but if it's a personal friend, and they come up to me and they want some knowledge or some insight on Bitcoin, and I'm like, hey, look, these are all the amazing things that it does. And if you go in and buy, and then you go and sell the bottom, and then you're mad, that's your own dumbass fault. I empowered you. You know what I mean? I gave you, and then for every 10 people that you bring into the space, perhaps 3 of them will leave. Perhaps 3 of them don't have the balls to hold on to the asset here. And so, and also, Pixel Feeder. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Also, Sarart K-Dog.
SK.
Sarart K-Dog. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Now, I'm just saying that...
K-Dog?
K-Dog. I'm just saying that the amount of positivity that the man has brought to the crypto space, the amount of awareness he's brought to cryptocurrency when it comes to legacy finance to the stale people that don't want to listen, the amount of times he's been on CNN and CNBC and Fox, and he was on Tucker Carlson, and he is a very outspoken person. He's brought a lot of. You want to talk about like meme coins bringing people into the space? Michael Saylor bringing people into the space, and it's people with money. At least meme coins, they brought in people with $50 to deposit into Robinhood. Like, congratulations.
What's wrong?
But
with
I'd rather bring in the whale on JP
You would
Morgan.
rather bring in whales and manipulation?
Absolutely.
Remember this.
Back one.
I am the man of the people. Robin is the man of business and corporates. This is why the show works. I said my piece. I think it's bad. He's going to have more time to spread the everything except Bitcoin rhetoric. I think that's bad for the space.
Okay, so you're telling me you wouldn't want Michael Saylor to come on our show as an interview?
Michael Saylor, we would love to have you on our show.
You are so hypocritical, man.
Why am I hypocritical?
Because you don't want more Michael Saylor, but if it's in the interest of yourself,
if his
you would
rhetoric
like it.
changes,
you know what? How about this?
How about
if you have great insight and you've brought great knowledge and you brought great awareness to our space,
about this?
I'd love to have you sit down.
How about this?
Now, if you only benefit our viewership growth because we get a big name on here, but we don't agree with what you say, David will bring you on. That's definition of hypocrite.
Let me play devil's advocate. What if the more time he has on his hands, he actually looks into altcoins like Ethereum and changes his stance?
Here's the thing. Michael Saylor is a man of risk. Michael Saylor is a man of risk.
Obviously.
Because I'm saying like risk mitigation. And so
risk mitigation? The dude went all in on Bitcoin on the top, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know if that's risk mitigation.
No. He is his conviction. And so he's looked at Bitcoin before when it was in its earlier stages, and it just wasn't developed enough. It wasn't tested and proven, at least not to a point where he felt comfortable investing his company's treasury into it and going all in. But once he saw that it was pretty much bulletproof at this point, he was like, you know what? I'm going to get into it. And you can't say the same thing about altcoins. And so I don't really blame the guy for not wanting to invest his company's treasury assets into Ethereum. I mean, you got a major.
Okay, but you can not invest in it and then also not crap on it either.
That's what business people do. You crap on other people's shows all the time.
No, when?
All the time.
Really?
Shit, when the cameras are off?
Woo! Okay. All right, let's move on. We're a little behind today, obviously, because of the stream issues. So we are moving on to the next segment of our show. Rocco, what are we doing?
Talking boy.
I just wanted to hear Rocco say something.
Thank you.
Rocco, hold on, Rocco.
What's going on now?
What are your just real quick? And I'm asking you because I know you're not going to take 30 minutes like Robin does. What do you think is a good or a bad thing? Are you with me or are you with Robin?
I think this is good for the whole crypto community. I mean, it's in general. Like you say, it brings big names, big people with deep pocket. Now, is a maximum? Yes, possibly. Is only interest, maybe has all his bags full of Bitcoin. Why not? It's okay. It's his business. I mean, what if it was you?
You're a trader, Rocco.
No.
Rocco, you're a trader.
I mean, his success, his reputation, his livelihood literally just depends on the success of Bitcoin. And so
that's not risk mitigation.
No, what I'm saying is that, like, as far as which asset he chooses. And yeah, I mean, the dude literally could pick any other altcoin and invest in it, but it's too risky.
Yeah, way too risky. All right, so we're talking a little Solana. Obviously, everyone knows the ongoing Solana-based wallet hack has already seen millions drained. Security vulnerability impacting the Solana ecosystem has reportedly seen millions in funds drained across a number of Solana-based wallets. Anyone with Solana-based hot wallets such as Phantom and Slope, they're recommended to move their funds into cold wallets. Now, around $6 million worth of funds have already been siphoned from Phantom wallets during a 10-minute period on August 2nd, which was yesterday. Now, guys, and as many as 8,000 wallets have been hacked, with 580 million sent to 4 addresses. So this is an ongoing, what is that word called? Or that phrase? It's happening right now. It's the continuing. Thanks, Robin, for nothing.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
It's a continuing article, right? As we get more information, we'll see what happens. But I understand that some of you don't have a cold wallet and you ordered one and it might not get in time. If you have money on Phantom or Slope, or honestly any Solana wallet, I would, at this point, I'd move it to an exchange if you don't have a hardware wallet, unfortunately. So that's just what I would do. Now, again, we don't know if this is Solana mainnet. We don't know if it's one of the dApps. We don't know if it's a wallet. We don't know. We don't have the information. Everything is hearsay, even the Twitter feeds. There was one guy who, there was an article, someone wrote about him. They referenced him saying Solana is closed source, but when you go on Solana's website, their GitHub, it says they're open source. So just a lot of information out there on both sides. We can't pin it down, so we're not going to speculate. I would love to rip Solana in half right now, but we don't even know if it's their fault.
I'm assuming, we're assuming it probably is.
Based on track record.
From the sound of it, from the track record, because hot wallets live on the ecosystem, so could be a dApp problem, could be the source code. Who knows? But either way, ain't good. We got a couple new people in here. We got Florida Cracker. Hola! Welcome, Cracker. And
I wouldn't say that.
We got Henry Garza. Hola! Welcome.
How you doing, Henry? What movie is that from? Rocco? If you don't know this, you're not a real Italian. Hey, how you doing, Henry? What do you like? The leg of the wing?
You're not a real Italian if you don't know the American Italian movies.
Tell me what movie it is then, Robin.
I have no idea.
Goodfellas. Joe Pesci.
Goodfellas is not an Italian movie.
It's
about an Italian mob. Nobody in that movie is even Italian.
Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci.
Is Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, and Joe Pesci, are they all Italian?
Bro, De Niro. That's Italian. Yeah, he's going to Google it. Yeah, waste your time Google it. Again, guys, look.
Look, as soon as I said, is Robert De Niro, the first thing that pops up is Italian. Answer is yes.
Yes, thank you very much. Round of applause for me. Okay, let's get back to crypto here. Again, if we don't have facts, we're not going to speculate. But based on what we have now, and even our community member, Strictly Sports, said he had his wallet that got drained, from what he said in the chat, never were connected to any dApps or anything, and it got drained. like, none of us here are blockchain developers. We're not IT guys. We're not writing code. But if we were to use common sense, my guess would be it's a wallet issue. Right, Robin? Somehow a backdoor access or something.
You would think so. And there's also rumors going around that it's something to do with the iOS system on the iPhone.
Oof.
Anyways, it's just tons of rumors. I don't think anybody really knows the answer. I don't even think Solana knows the answer. Do you think Solana knows what's happening? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm like being real. Do you even think Solana has any idea what the hell's going on? I figure if they did, they probably would have tweeted something.
Let's see if they did tweet. Go ahead, make your point. I'll check.
I don't have a point. My thing is that Solana has a spotty track record, and whether or not this is their fault or not, let's say this one instance isn't their fault. They have been at fault for all kinds of issues, particularly the network connectivity, just straight up, the network straight going down. We also have had some other exploits, nothing of any large magnitude, but I don't know, man. Here's the thing. When there's smoke, you know the phrase, there's fire. And there's just been a lot of smoke coming out of that thing. And also the fact that it's as centralized as it is also concerning. It'd be one thing if it was decentralized and they're just trying to work out the bugs. But you have people that are controlling things, that are changing things constantly, and they can turn the network off, they can turn it on, it's just not a good look. It goes against the principles of blockchain. That's all I'm saying. Blockchain is supposed to be software that isn't in anybody's control. Now, it's supposed to be tweaked and managed and adjusted and upgraded. However, blockchain at its core is supposed to be a program that is free of input and change. You can't go in and inflate the circulating supply. You can't go in and change it. And as core value, it's just supposed to be a peer-to-peer asset. So if I want to send money to or a token or value or contract, if I want to send that to David, to my co-host, it is supposed to be the intermediary, the software that lets me to do this without any problems or complications. And essentially, the upgrades and the changes are supposed to account for scaling. So as technology improves and you scale and become more secure. But you're not supposed to, at its core, be turning things on and off. You're not supposed to just turn down the whole network. So, it's not what it's supposed to be.
Rocco, you pull on my laptop. This was 5 hours ago, so nothing breaking. But since Solana status, engineers from across several ecosystems, in conjunction with audit and security firms, continue to investigate the root cause of an incident that resulted in approximately 8,000 wallets being drained. This does not appear to be a bug with Solana core code, but in software used by several software wallets popular among users of the network. So yeah, from what I'm not a specialist. I don't write code. I don't know the backend stuff, but you're telling me that people are getting their wallets drained. They didn't have anything connected anywhere. Sounds like an exploit or an issue with the wallet. Code of the wallet. I don't think it's a Solana mainnet thing. Trust me, I want to rip Solana instead of in half into quarters. But I'm not going to do that without all the information. Again, this is a developing story. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you guys for nothing.
Ooh, it took a while for that, huh?
Yeah, thank you. I got 3 kids, bro. They scramble your brain, all right? If you got more than 1 kid, put a 1 in the chat and agree with me.
You know what I was telling my kid
yesterday?
yesterday?
No, but you remember the quote
too.
from the movie.
You know what I was telling my son yesterday? I said, nobody cares about excuses. I was like, let's do better. That's literally what I told him.
Don't tell me about the labor. Show me the baby.
So stop using your kids as excuses.
No, what I was saying, he doesn't remember the quote from the movie, but it's okay.
Hey, Italian is in my blood, huh?
Oh, okay.
All right.
It's not in your blood. You're not Italian.
I put it there.
It's a little bit Italian now.
I got blood transfusion and the man was Italian. Leave me alone. All right, let's move on. Again, we will keep you updated on the Solana situation as we get more information. So make sure to follow us on Twitter at SinCityCrypto1. All right, Robinhood, next article. Robinhood's crypto arm fined $30 million for compliance failures. And we're going to piggyback this with another article right after. The New York Department of Financial Services slapped a $30 million fine on the crypto arm of trading app Robinhood on Tuesday for allegedly violating the Bank Secrecy Act, AML, and cybersecurity regulations. They quote from the superintendent of the NYDFS, as its business grew, Robinhood Crypto failed to invest the proper resources and attention to develop and maintain a culture of compliance, a failure that resulted in significant violations of the department's anti-money laundering and cybersecurity regulations. The NYDFS investigation found that Robinhood Crypto lacked resources, including manpower, to maintain compliance with regulatory requirements. This isn't their first fine. In 2021, FINRA levied a $70 million fine on Robinhood for providing misleading information and failing to protect users against outages. Well, what implications does this have? Well, Robinhood slashes workforce by 23% as markets head south.
Isn't that the whole problem?
That's the irony of this. The CEO,
you don't have enough staff to handle customer service calls, and
I know how to fix the solution. We're firing 23% more people. 23% people. Now, if you remember, earlier this year, they laid off about 9 people. So that would be over 30% of their workforce has been laid off or will be laid off. I never liked Robinhood after the whole GameStop thing. And I know some of it wasn't in their hands, but I feel like they could have and should have handled it better. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have much to add. I mean, what do you think, Rob?
Yeah, no, Robinhood sucks.
Right?
That's it, man. And if you are using Robinhood to buy and trade cryptocurrency,
Please
stop it.
Yes. This is some sort of advice.
It ain't financial advice. It's just common sense.
It's human advice.
That's like you're gonna buy a used car. Don't go to the the weird car dealership in the ghetto off of Boulder Highway, and you're not gonna get the best rates. That's all I'm gonna say. You're not gonna get the best. Anyways, you're gonna get price gouged.
We got Mike McCormick in here. First time.
Mike. Hola! Welcome, Sin City Crypto.
Hungry eyes. Okay. All right, let's move on.
I think he's got a thing for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Taken, my friend. Sorry. Unfortunately, prisoner of my own home. Senate bill. So this is important. This is different. Go ahead and pull up my laptop, Rocco. This is different than is it Gillibrand or Gillibrand? I'm going to say Gillibrand. The Gillibrand and Lummis bill, the all-encompassing, how are we going to regulate cryptocurrency? That is not this bill. This bill is different. It's a Senate bill that will classify Bitcoin as a digital commodity. It will be introduced today. Leaders of the Senate Agriculture Committee, the SAC, are planning to introduce a bill that will classify Bitcoin as a digital commodity. This bill seeks to empower the CFTC, which is very much more pro-crypto than the SEC is. It would empower them to regulate spot markets for digital commodities, aka Bitcoin, which means the regulator would be given the ability to regulate the underlying asset itself. Would be great news. This is bipartisan as well. The Democratic chairwoman Debbie Stabenow and leading Republican John Boozman of Arkansas, they plan to introduce the bill today. Now, I know that and I could be wrong. I know the Fed is on vacation. I think Congress is as well, right? Congress is on vacation, right, Robin? A well-deserved one, apparently.
Congress? No, the Fed is.
I know the Fed is.
Congress isn't on vacation yet.
I think they are. Okay, we'll check on that. But anyways, Rob, do you think this will pass? Obviously, I'm not going to ask you for bullish or bearish because would be very bullish.
I think it will. You know,
because it's only Bitcoin, right?
Because it has the bipartisan
insider joke, guys. Sorry.
The bipartisan support of both Democrats and Republicans. You're not really relying on one party or another to pass. Obviously, there is a glaring hole when it comes to regulation and cryptocurrency. This is not too far in one direction. So it's not trying to like ban crypto. It's not trying to like, make crypto like the next greatest thing on the in the monetary system. They're just simply trying to lay the groundwork, lay the framework for some kind of regulation. This is the first step to more and more laws that are going to clarify things and make things a lot more transparent, instead of it being the SEC saying, security, and we're finding you, and what are y'all doing? Come down, Bitcoin, come down, take a seat at the table, and sign this paperwork. Like, and so I didn't, from what I've read, I'm no politician or economics major as far as when it comes to government and political science, but it seems at face value, it seems as though this is not too intruding to the system that we have now. It gives clarity, and I think with bipartisan support, which it seems to have, it'll pass. It'll be the first step in the right direction, getting us away from Gary Gensler.
Okay? Gary the Gun. If you're a member of the channel, put Gary's emoji in the chat. If you're not a member, you want to support us in our internet connection issues, feel free to become a member. The link is in the description of this video. All right, we're going to move right along. We're almost done, my friends. Rocco. So this was a day or two ago, but just we didn't get a chance to talk about it the last couple of days, ran out of time. But Gucci is now accepting ApeCoin through BitPay. Luxury fashion brand Gucci is now accepting the ApeCoin, which is the coin that powers what ecosystem, Robin? The Bored Ape Yacht Club. You know, the one you said has no utility? Here you go.
It literally doesn't.
BitPay plus ApeCoin plus Gucci equals the moon, baby. Kidding, of course. Gucci will become the first merchant to accept ApeCoin through BitPay. I was a little, I get why they would do it, right? Because Gucci, luxury brand, people that own a Bored Ape sit on $250,000. So you're going after a certain demographic of people. So I get it. Would you say this is a smart, Robin? Is this a smart marketing play?
It's pointless.
Why is it pointless?
Because if you're going to accept here's the thing. If you're going to accept something as a form of payment, then why not use something that is set up as a form of payment? At least if it was Bitcoin as an example, you could use the Lightning Network, which is easy and fast to transact. If you're going to maybe use XRP or perhaps Robin, one of the Ethereum-based chains.
The answer is so clear, bro. This is why we get into arguments, Robin, because you block your peripherals, my friend.
Okay, here's the question. If you're going to go buy something with ApeCoin, you have to go buy the ApeCoin, which you got to go to an exchange. You have to go to an exchange. Bro. You have to pay for it with a transaction fee. Then you got to move it to a wallet, and then you got to go pay for it and pay that transaction fee. Robin, what I'm saying is that, like,
Robin, you're missing the point, my friend. These Bored Ape holders got airdropped free ApeCoin. So if they got it sitting in their wallet, and now they can go to Gucci and pay with that ApeCoin, it's another way for them to spend ApeCoin.
If they wanted to spend it, it's literally a marketing play. It doesn't. Nobody's. You know what I'm saying is that people aren't actually going to use it. There's no legitimate.
Okay, Robin. If you
reason that I am like, say,
if you make Rolls Royce cars, are you going to do your marketing ads in a third world country? No, you're not. You're going to target your audience so your marketing money is spent well.
Okay, that is what they're doing. Okay, here's another luxury brand. Tiffany, what they did with...
You leave my wife out of this.
What they did with the
Love you, babe.
crypto punks and the custom jewelry. Now, here's the thing. They're actually bringing a real world case. They're bringing actual value. They're bringing something that integrates NFTs and that ecosystem into a product that is unique.
True. And guess what? If there was a punk coin, if you're going to run
something as a... If you're going to run...
I don't get your hate. I literally do not get why you hate.
It's not a payment infrastructure. So why are you accepting it as payment? That's all I'm saying.
I just told you because of marketing. They're
people
trying to
have
bring
a bunch.
In a
People
have.
It's literally marketing. There's no actual use case for it.
That's the whole point. Business has marketing because they want to bring customers in to spend money at their store so they can stay in business.
I'm not saying it's not a marketing ploy.
If CryptoPunks had a punk coin, you best believe your ass that when Tiffany did the whole pendant thing, they would accept Punk Coin. They would accept Punk Coin.
Do we got the music or no? No music? No. Now,
no, seriously though. You like every time something just pops up, you're like, wow, you're like Michael Saylor. You're a non-NFT maxi.
It's muddying the waters, man.
Muddying what waters? The water's already muddy. All I'm saying is, if the infrastructure's there, you're using BitPay, right? The infrastructure's there. They handle all the back-end stuff.
Would you buy goods with ApeCoin?
Robin, if I had a Bored Ape Yacht Club and I got airdropped 10,000 ApeCoin tokens worth 100 grand.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
Then why wouldn't you, if you want to go purchase goods and get value out of your ApeCoin, why wouldn't you just sell it? That's all I'm saying.
Because I got to pay taxes on it.
You got to pay taxes on the goods that you buy.
Well,
it's not tax free when you go to the store and you leave with that Gucci bill. You got to pay taxes on it. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter if you're using Bitcoin.
I just like I said, I don't get your hate, man. Anytime Bored Apes or Yuga Labs or any of these NFT that add utility, something for their community, you just shit on it all the time. And I don't understand it.
Because the premise of its inception, where it came from a place not of utility, not of making the world better, not of helping bank the unbanked, not of making cross-border payments and remittance payments more frictionless. I'm just saying that what it was made for is that you had a greedy company that just airdropped a bunch of tokens that created value out of thin air, and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, we're building a metaverse.
If you are an ex-felon, you're not allowed to better yourself anymore. Is that what you're saying?
You're comparing ApeCoin to an ex-felon?
No, you're saying that they started off as this and now they're trying to be that. Well, they're trying to like...
You're literally comparing ApeCoin to a felon. Now, I'm just saying that I am here for the realistic change that cryptocurrency is bringing. I am here for
what
this
if this leads to some sort of change? You don't know.
What is it going to lead to?
You don't know that. You know nothing. I don't know anything about that either.
What are you going to do with the ApeCoin? Be realistic. Besides buy a Gucci belt that you could easily go and buy with any other form of currency. You know what? The whole reason that you pay for something in a cryptocurrency is because it's supposed to be easier and cheaper and faster.
Rocco, he doesn't get it.
Nothing is easier and cheaper and faster by using ApeCoin. It's more complicated, it muddies the waters, and it's just stupid.
He doesn't get it.
I do get it.
You don't get it. Rocco, we're...
Yeah, next thing you know, I can be like, well, if I want to pay for my car in Raccoon Coin, I want to do it because that's what I have in my wallet. I want to buy Raccoon Coin. Yeah, that's what I'm paying. Like, stop it. Stop it.
It's funny, though.
Raccoon. That's going on the YouTube short, isn't it? Yeah, it is. All right. Last article we're going to talk about is lawsuit, Coinbase. Lawsuit claims Coinbase left basic security holes to sell fixes at a premium. Coinbase faces a new class action lawsuit claiming it purposefully provides shoddy security to its users in order to sell its $30 Coinbase One membership that would provide better protection, like $1 million in, I believe, insurance and premium or first in line customer service. What?
So you gotta pay money for protection. That sounds like the mob, bro. Like, hey man, like you wanna operate here, you're gonna have to pay up.
Listen, the lawsuit claims first, Coinbase is providing the appearance of account security through a program that does not appear to be operational. Second, Coinbase is incentivized to leave open security vulnerabilities in order to force clients into a subscription program that costs $30 a month in order to have heightened security and account protection. We just see so many, like, to me, it's speculation. They're providing the appearance of account security that does not appear to be operational. They're incentivized to leave security. So you're saying upgrades, right? Stuff you can upgrade to. Let's say you have a plan with TradingView and they have different tier levels. They're going to shit on the first tier level, even though you're paying money for it to incentivize the other one. It's all speculation. Like, America is a country of suing. You know, I had a friend one time. They immigrated from, I want to say, my country, Armenia. And I got in a car accident one time. And everything was fine. And the first thing the mom says to me, he goes, hey, you okay? I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, did you say your neck hurt? I'm like, why would I say my neck hurt? Well, because then you could file a lawsuit and get money. And we see that everywhere. We see that in medical. We see that in insurance, car insurance. And now we're seeing it here. Lawsuit, 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 lawsuit. And 70% of them are BS. And I think this one falls in the BS category. Robin?
It's bullshit. I ain't even gonna abbreviate it. Why you gotta pay for protection, man? I'm going back to it, man. Why? It makes no sense.
Do you think
It
this
should,
lawsuit has any
core,
legs?
at its core, protection and insurance should be the backbone, and the fundamentals should take priority over everything. That should be your selling point. It should be like, why should I use your platform? Because we have the least amount of risk compared to our competitors. That should literally be your business model, right? I mean, that's the most concerning thing in crypto, especially with custodial agents, exchanges, is will my money disappear? That's literally the only thing I'm really concerned about using anybody else. I'll speculate on the price myself. I'll worry about trading fees, whatever tokens you got listed. That's cool. That's an afterthought. But at its core, just give me the peace of mind and the assurance that you're not going to go under and I'm going to lose my tokens. That's literally the most important thing for me. And it's obviously not the most important thing for them.
No, okay, listen though. Are you surprised that after the Voyager, Celsius, and everything that happened, there's not been a single exchange that's come out and said, even if something happens, your funds are protected by insurance? Are you surprised that hasn't happened? I thought that was a great opening for a company, let's say like Kraken, who's having a hard time keeping up with the Coinbase, FTX, and Binance, for them to come out and do something unique and calm people and ease their minds. And are you as surprised as I am that hasn't happened yet?
Unless you can guarantee.
Like there's a void. There is a void there. If you tell people, listen, yes, we rehypothecate assets. This is how we make money. This is how we pay your rewards.
Oh, they say that,
but
they say it in a very small print in the bottom of a website.
But if they come out and they're transparent in that sense, but say, guess what? We do have insurance. If something goes wrong on the investment side of ours, your cryptocurrency and money is safe no matter what. Like how many people would flock to that exchange?
Yeah, but
millions.
You can guarantee something. You go down for billions of dollars, and then you can guarantee. I mean, if something happens on the network or something,
if you can insure your tendon in your elbow, you can insure people's crypto money.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, then you can pay it back and go out of business. I don't know.
I mean, even banks don't insure. They leverage the government
FDIC,
to it. Yeah,
but that's
I'm just saying that like when you know what I'm saying, but that's the government insurance. I'm just saying that you can look at the banks and be like, well, that's that they do it, but they have the government insuring the money. And so at the end of the day, if you're handling people's money,
there's insurance companies, bro,
there's no way
that have trillions of dollars.
There's no way.
Trillions of dollars.
But you'd have to have a company bigger than the companies at hand. So you'd have to have a company bigger than Coinbase ready to bail out the whole thing.
Dude, 3 out of the top 9 companies in the world are insurance companies.
I know what you're saying. But what I'm saying is that no financial institution holding billions and billions of dollars is going to be able to insure all of the money on their platform. It's just not physically impossible. It's physically impossible.
Why is it physically impossible?
You can't find another company to insure all of that money. Like, hey, if Coinbase were to go under, this company's going to pick up a $50 billion tab. Like, nobody's going to do that.
But there's companies out there that do. Insurance companies.
They don't insure S&P 500 top companies. There's no company that does that. That's like saying, hey, I want to buy stock in Tesla, but I want a company to insure Tesla if they go under. It's just business, bro. If a company goes under,
you can insure assets.
You can't insure an entire business.
You can insure assets. Assets. Cryptocurrencies are
maybe
assets.
You can insure part of a crypto assets. But what I'm saying is that if Coinbase got drained from top to bottom in the same way that Mt. Gox got drained from top to bottom, there's no company out there that would put up the capital to insure the entire company. It would not make sense.
I'm saying it's a possibility.
At least not at that size. It's not a possibility. Yes, Give me one company that insures an entire another company that's publicly traded.
Have you ever heard of reinsurance companies, Robin? Have you ever heard of reinsurance companies? Transamerica, Nationwide. Guess what? They have reinsurance companies that insure their entire business.
Okay. Is there a company that could buy every single dollar of value that Tesla has if they were to go under? No.
Yes.
Who? They're the top 10 company in the world. Who's gonna insure a top 10 company in the world and buy every single dollar of their debt? What you're saying, if Coinbase fails, if Coinbase goes under, everybody loses money. It doesn't matter. There's nobody that can prop them up. Maybe if JP Morgan allocated all of their money and then risked going under if Coinbase went under. That's just not how business works.
Okay, you understand how insurance works, Robin? You pay a premium.
I get it. That's for certain aspects. And you could do that for you could do that.
Insurance is insurance. You pay a premium no matter if it's car insurance.
Those are for
home insurance.
individual policies. You don't pull out an insurance policy on an entire publicly traded company. That's not that doesn't exist.
But you can pull it on assets. That's what I'm saying. And maybe it's not the whole company. Maybe it's an option for some people to do it. Who knows? Maybe you can do it separately. I don't know. All I know is I can insure the weirdest things in my house. They come in and they put a value on it, and I pay a premium, and then they insure it. Maybe that's something that I don't know.
You can't insure a major company from top to bottom. Man.
You can insure
it's a risk.
The whole company assets. Okay, let's move on from this. We're literally so behind, and we have one more article to talk about, and it's an NFT article, and then we are done with the show today. I blew 3 blood vessels in the last 10 minutes. So I'm going to pull up my laptop. Solana NFT marketplace Magic Eden expands to Ethereum. Solana's leading NFT marketplace, Magic Eden, has announced that it will now support ETH NFTs on its platform. And they do intend to launch more cross-chain trading analytics tools soon. Zhujian Yin, I hope I said that right. The platform's co-founder said, quote, "Creators launching with Magic Eden will no longer have to face a difficult decision of choosing one chain over another at the cost of limiting their potential audience reach." I am 100% believer in competition. You need competition. The more companies competing for the same clients, the same customers, the better product. So I love seeing this. OpenSea has had a vice grip on the NFT market, the secondary marketplace, for way too long. And I am happy to see more cross-chain NFT platforms come into the space. To me, this is amazing. I love to see it. Robin?
Yes.
Do you love to see it as much as I love?
I don't want to see anything Solana. Right now I'm scarred. Like I don't want to touch it. And I'm not saying it's not here to stay. I'm not saying that, hey, you got Solana, you should liquidate. All I'm saying is that right now there's problems at hand, and it looks like their most recent hack is due to a wallet issue, whatever. Network's going down, too spotty. You're in the middle of a bear market. Things break in the bear market, and when it breaks in the bear market, things don't come back. And so right now, I don't care if it's an NFT. I don't care if it's a wallet. I don't care if it's a DApp. I don't care if it's a cell phone. I ain't touching anything that Solana has to.
What about their phone? You pre-ordered the phone.
Solana's only been around.
You pre-ordered the phone.
Stop
you
it.
spent $1,000 to pre-order the
Solana
phone.
has only been around for over.
Did you insure the
slightly
phone?
over a year?
Hey, do we have a?
So Solana's only been around for just slightly over a year.
They're still in beta, Robin. Give them some runway, man. Kidding, of course. I tweeted that yesterday, by the way.
And it's just too much, man. That's all I'm saying.
Big D brought up a good point. He said they use Solana to get into ETH.
Why not just get ETH? How about that?
It's easier to get into Solana. Obviously, you know. Hey, you get what you pay for, my friends. You get what you pay
buy you buy your Bored Ape with ETH, but yet you want to go buy your Gucci with ApeCoin.
Yes, because you have extra ApeCoin in your wallet. You wouldn't understand, Robin. You're
How about the belt? Supposed to go buy with it. What was
the belt? Yeah, the belt thing's over. We got to pay for internet. Anyways, we are
gotta
done.
go, man. We got like a meeting at 12:45.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah. All right, Rocco, roll the outro. Let's bring our friend Rocco in here. Friends, family, friends of family, and family of friends, we appreciate and love you guys. We are so sorry for the hiccup earlier with the stream, but we hope you enjoy the content nonetheless. Please make sure to come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Vegas time, for our live show that hopefully won't go down.
And a couple things. We have some new subscribers, so thank you to you guys. And also, Matt K says, Rob, you look like the guy I was local in Vegas years ago that my brother and I met and hung out with and tore up the town. And anyways, quite possible. Your boy has spent many a nights drinking it up in downtown Las Vegas. So if it was me and you hanging out, I'm sorry. That's all I'm
Especially
gonna
if it
say.
was years ago. Anyways, we love you guys. Until tomorrow. Peace.